Alright, so at this time I just want to give you some clarifying information about how to fill out the data table and the graph that you're being asked to complete for this lab. Hopefully you have read through the instructions that I provided for you, but sometimes students are still just a little confused, so I'm going to go through this one time and hopefully that will clear up any confusion that you may have. So I'm going to go ahead and jump down for a moment to step number 3 on this section. It's asking you to use the diameter of the marble of 1.9 centimeters as your distance to calculate your speed at photogate A and at photogate B. And then I'm giving you a friendly reminder to convert that into meters. So if we have 1.9 centimeters, when we convert from centimeters to meters, we are either dividing by 100 or we are moving our decimal 2 places to the left. So when you transfer this value into your data table, make sure that you are writing it in meters. This is the distance that we will use for photogate A and photogate B. Then you are given instructions up here about how to gather these numbers from your timer box. So hopefully at this time you've already rolled the marble just one time, and then you're being told to turn on light A so that you can get the time through photogate A. So for my example, this number is going to go right here in the first column, so 0.0129. Please write all 4 numbers. Do not round anything at this point. Then we are going to push the button to turn off A. We are going to push the button to turn on B. And that value will go in the column for photogate B. Yes, this number should be smaller than photogate A. Then you are being instructed to turn on both lights. This should be the largest value that you have on your timer box, and this is going to go in the column that says photogate A to B. This represents the amount of time that it takes for the marble to roll from the first photogate to the second photogate. Notice that I did not put in a distance of 0.019 in this last column. The instructions asked you to place your photogates at the 30 and 60 centimeter mark, which means that they should be located 30 centimeters away from each other. Once again, we need this distance to be in meters, so 0.3 meters goes there. Then you are being instructed to use the data that you have here to calculate your speed through photogate A and your speed through photogate B. In case you have forgotten how that works, I provided the formula for you right here. It is distance divided by time. So I've actually already calculated these two in my calculator for you. We're going to take our distance divided by our speed, and divided by our time, and that's going to provide our speed. I've decided that we're going to go ahead and put 4 digits down for our answer here. So I'm going to write this as 1.473. That 8 makes the 2 round up. And then for photogate B, once again, 4 digits. You are now being asked to calculate your acceleration. I realize that I have not taught you about acceleration yet, nor have I explained how to calculate it. But if you read here, it tells you the acceleration equation is change in velocity divided by time. Please remember that anytime we calculate change in my classroom for any variable, we are always going to use the format of final minus initial. So since the marble rolls through photogate A first, that is going to serve as our initial velocity. Photogate B comes last, so that will serve as our final. So according to our formula, we are going to calculate our acceleration by taking our final velocity minus our initial velocity, and then that will be divided by our time. You may type this all into your calculator as one entry. If you are not comfortable with that, then I need you to calculate this numerator first and then divide by your time. All right, and once again, we are going to take this answer and go ahead and round it to the 4th place. So my answer will be 3.464. And then we're going to use these numbers in order to create our graph on the back of the handout. Your X and Y axis have already been numbered for you. It is your responsibility to write in your labels. So make sure that you are writing in here that this is your velocity in meters per second. This is your time in seconds. You are going to pull information off of that previous data table in order to come up with your coordinates so that you can plot these values. So in the first blank for my example, my speed through photo gate A was 1.473. My time is the time between the two photo gates. So for my example, I'm going to plug in 0.1842. And the speed I'm asked for is the speed through photo gate B. So for me, that's 2.111. Now I'm going to use these as coordinates and plot my data. At 0 seconds, our marble was already rolling with a speed of 1.473, so that's going to be somewhere right in here. After 0.184 seconds had passed, our marble was now up to a speed of 2.11. So 0.18, 2.11 will be something right in there. And then you are asked to show the trend. So we're basically connecting the dots here. And this is going to illustrate for us on our graph how our velocity changed as the marble rolled down the ramp. Please complete the questions that follow. Of course, you may call me over in class and ask for assistance if needed. I also wanted to take just a quick moment to make sure that you do not clean up your equipment in this manner. We do not wrap cords around things when we clean up labs in my class. The main reason is because, as you can see, even though this is designed to be flexible, we don't want to put on any extra stress on these cords. It causes them to break sooner than they should, and then we are left with not enough equipment to do our lab. So instead, what I want you to do is take your cord and you're simply going to snake it or zigzag it so that we kind of bundle it up like this. And then you are going to place it next to your power cord and then put this in your box. I realize that it will come unraveled just a little when you place it in there, but this is the proper way to do that.